Hi, welcome to the live stream this evening. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will be speaking according to who will hear this, and also talking briefly about the week ahead as well. And giving messages for this moment. And just before we start, I just want to mention so I have appointments up on the Archangel Raphael site, but I will be having a break from this Wednesday onwards. So for a few days, there'll be no appointments, but there'll be appointments for after that time. But during the time I'll be having a break, there'll still be the 5 minute transmissions that can be ordered, the groups which will still be running, the shamanic protocol, and also the fundraiser for Gaza. And for those of you who have already done the fundraiser for Gaza and received a soul signature and soul vision, if you wanted to repeat it again, I'll send you a general message. If you do it again, just sort of write in the notes general message, and I'll do that. And just to say that the situation in Gaza, is still absolutely terrible, and people do need ongoing support, so they can stay alive and have buy food, and projects as well that cater for people and feed them. They also need money. So yeah, just to say that we've got links in the description for certain projects. So if you wanted to donate directly, you can just go to those links and donate through them. So yes, I'm just going to let Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that there is a lot going on generally in the world, but also there is a lot going on in all of you. And that is because everything that needs to come up for healing is coming up. So it is not necessarily a time where you can escape from what you experience inside. It is a time where things are able to be resolved. But at the same time, there are some things, perhaps, which will not be resolved so easily. And that is actually because the energies at the moment are very much about creating chaos, where there is a lot coming up in people. But some of these things are perhaps going to feel to you like they are not going to be sorted out easily because of the energies which are around. So, what I will say to those of you who have things going on that feel very complicated, perhaps feel to you like they have many layers, is that it is really important to be with yourselves, to give yourself time and space at the moment, to not get too involved with people unless there is a greater purpose there, and then to allow yourselves to go deeper in a way where you are then able to go beyond the layers, get to the root, and then you will find that answers will come into your life. But what I will say is that if you are doing a lot in the world, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed, like there is a lot coming up within you, and you may find yourself feeling unable to cope. So give yourselves plenty of time. Go within, go a bit deeper, and you may even find that when you go deeper, the essence of what is going on is quite simple, but it may be that there are layers on top that feel really complicated, like it is something that is a really complex issue, when in fact the root of it is quite simple. So, an example can be feeling generally disempowered in life. and then finding as a result many things have happened. You may have found yourself in relationships where you have had many problems. You may have found yourself feeling that your life is not able to go forwards in the way you like. But many things may have happened, and as you go deeper, you go to the root, which is feeling you don't have power. And when you address this, then the layers are able to automatically dissolve away in their own time. So, this is what I see generally, that it is about giving yourself time and space. And it is also about appreciating that everything you are doing in this lifetime is actually going to be there for you for all your lives. So it is something that you are doing now, but it will impact all your other lives, that you are resetting your system, and this will then stay with you. So you may feel at times your life does not move as fast as you would like it to. But what you are actually doing is laying a foundation at the moment that will last you for many lives. I hope I'm making sense, but it is really that sort of life for all of you, where you are resetting yourselves, where you are growing very fast, evolving, where you are choosing to actually go deeper into aspects of yourself perhaps that you have not explored before. You are becoming more whole. Some of you are choosing to work on particular parts of yourself, such as communicating with others clearly, or being able to work with sound and music, or perhaps doing other things, such as working very much with your body and mind and working with that connection in order to really ground yourself in this reality and feel able to actually create what you would like to. But what I will say generally is that you are all actually developing something in this lifetime, something that you have not had for a long time. You are all growing in ways which perhaps you are not fully aware of. And because of this, it is sometimes challenging for you in your everyday lives because perhaps you are feeling inside that there is so much going on that you are not able to cope with what is in your life. And it is about simplifying things. It is about keeping the focus on the inside, keeping your external lives really simple, prioritizing the things which are really important to you on a deeper level of your being, letting go of other things, keeping things in one way or another manageable, so that when you are processing a lot, you have time and space. Getting to a point where you are really having a strong impact in certain areas of life. But perhaps in other areas, you are letting go and acknowledging that perhaps you do not have so much to give in this area. And I will even say to those of you who are feeling inside a bit like you do not do enough, that it is much better to be in this position than to have too much on your plate. Because when you go into a mode where you are doing little, you are able to actually then go deeper within, really feel yourself from the inside, change things that need changing. And I will go as far as to say that it is the type of energy of the new age, the new era, to be like this. And you will find more and more that people will start to work less, do less, become much more about their inner landscape, much more about how they feel inside. And those of you who are prone to doing a lot, may end up feeling at times that actually you are really able to let go of some things you are doing. I have one more thing to say, and that is when you are really dedicated to your healing, really committed on a level that is very deep, it is going to pay off. But when you go into healing in a way which is half hearted, where you are invested in it, but not fully, where you are looking at yourself as someone who has problems that you want to fix in order to then go forwards with your earthly life, to perhaps gain things on the outside, to perhaps make more money, for example, or other things where you are focusing on immediate problems, fixing areas of your life so that those areas can then actually work for you. You will find yourself feeling at times dissatisfied because what I see is that the new age is very much about being whole. It is about working in a holistic way. It is not about simply fixing areas of your life so that they work for you, fixing things so that you are able to have what you want when you want it. It is very much about becoming whole from within. So, if some of your aspirations are coming from a place of feeling wounded in that area, perhaps you aspire to have a big impact on the world. Perhaps you aspire to have fame and fortune because there is an aspect of you that feels that you have no power, where you feel that you have not received acknowledgement, where you feel you have perhaps been diminished by others, where you feel in one way or another unable to really show up as you truly are in life because of things which have happened. But if you have something deeper going on that is behind the aspirations you have, then you will find that you will automatically end up in that place where you will end up being pushed by life to that place of wounding so that you are healing yourself from within. And then whatever is right will happen for you. So, what I'm really speaking about is that this new era is about being whole. It is about being connected to your true self. It is no longer about setting goals for yourself and trying to reach your goals by doing inner work on yourself. It is actually more about healing yourself so that you are whole and then the right things can happen. So it is a very different time. And for those of you who are perhaps familiar with working with the law of attraction, who are familiar working on yourselves in order to attain something, you may start to feel at times a bit frustrated. You may wonder why the things you have done in the past are not working anymore. And it is because the new earth energies are supporting you to be whole in yourself. You are being supported to be your true self. You are being supported to have aspirations which are fully aligning with your inner being. It is a time where you can work with the law of attraction, but do it in a way where you are really truly aligning to who you are on all levels. And when you do this, things will work for you. But it is no longer about setting yourself goals based on what you believe you would like, based on what your ego decides will is right for you to have. And when you are really going deep inside, you will know when an aspiration you have is coming truly from your inner being, and when it is coming from your ego, a wounded part of yourself that wants something because you feel that you have perhaps been shortchanged, perhaps you feel something has been taken away, or whatever else is going on. So, this is a reminder to those of you who would really like to be making progress on the earth plane, who are perhaps very much into healing, but with the intention of having what you want. That it is good to perhaps go a bit deeper and to really feel what you would like on a deeper level of your being, to feel your true intentions here, because what I see is that as you go deeper, you will feel that your soul is really looking for wholeness in this lifetime. It is looking to be fully whole. It is looking for healing. It is looking to be fully in the light. So, this is what I see at the moment collectively. It is what the collective energy is moving towards. It is what you are all doing in this lifetime together as a collective. It is what you are helping each other with on a soul level. And when you are really in alignment with this within, and when you truly commit to this, then that is when amazing things are able to happen. That is when you collide with people who can really help you with this, and people who you can help. It is when the things that perhaps have not been right in your life will be, in one way or another, cleared away. It is when you will really start to feel good. And it is when you will also start to let go of fixating on the external in order to feel good inside. When you will be able to actually really go within on a deeper level and recognize that ultimately it is your internal landscape that is going to determine what your experiences of life. And when you feel good on the inside, then the experiences you have on the outside will be good, whatever they happen to be, whatever configuration they show up in. And you will have less attachment to what your life looks like on the outside. And you will be invested in how you feel on the inside. That is what I am seeing. I have more to say. I would like to remind you that each and every one of you here is in some way or another affected by other people. None of you are fully free from other people's energy, but some of you have perhaps reached a point where you can carry on with your everyday life without feeling affected to an extent where it makes you stop or feel unwell. And those of you who are at this stage, it is a very good place to be. It means that you are able to do what you need to, perhaps observe what is going on around you, notice other people's energy, and even notice how it may be affecting you, but still be able to carry on with your life. But those of you who are very affected by people's energy, what I would like what I would like to share with you is that it is really important to give yourself time at the moment to clear this from within, to look at the places in yourself where other people's energy is able to enter. And as you do this, it will actually help you to be much more grounded, much more able to really be with yourself. And as you learn to master this, it will really help you generally in life to then be able to have more energy, to generally be able to do things in the world without concern about other people, how they may see you. Because the less you are affected by other people's energy, the less concerned you are about how people perceive you. But when you are very affected by people, you are automatically concerned about what they think, what they feel, what they may understand you are saying to them, what they may misunderstand, because whatever they think or feel will have an impact on you. So this is what I am seeing for some of you, that you do need to really take the time to clear your energy from within so you are less affected by others. And this will actually increase the impact you are able to have in the world. So, for those of you who are perhaps public speakers, those of you who would like to reach larger audiences with your work, it is really important to work on your energy so you can do what you are here to do and not be affected by other people. So, this is a reminder to those of you who are perhaps wondering why you are not reaching more people at the moment, why perhaps you are not expanding in the way you are. It may in the way that you would like to be on a soul level. And that is because you are affected by people's energy, and there is something to be cleared, that you do get in one way or another impacted by other people's feelings and thoughts. I also am saying this to those of you who are perhaps feeling out of touch generally with life. I will say to those of you who are that it can be because you are very affected by the world, by what goes on. And as you go deeper and clear the pain body, you will be able to be in touch with the world in a positive way. Be aware of what is going on. Be in touch with the way things are in the world at the moment. And in this way, be able to have a greater impact on the world. That is what I see. I have no more to say. I see the week ahead will generally be a good one, but it will also be a week where you will need to have time for yourselves in order to clear energy, to go within, because there will be a lot of energy around generally, and some of it will be chaotic. That is what I see. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, so wishing you a really good week ahead, a good weekend. And yeah, and lots of love to all of you.